this early Sunday, it is a 4-hour edition of JJ After Dark. That's right, John Jastrzemski with you, right here on the Fan, 877-337-6666, the two-way number to get in touch with the busy show. Matt Casey, Pennsylvania's finest. Across the way on the other side of the glass, you have the mighty Max Herman with the updates every 20 minutes. We are with you for the next 4 hours. Then the Public Affairs program with Bobby Salter. Coming your way then, the Fan right here in New York City. I hope everybody is having an outstanding weekend. Beautiful weather here on Saturday and a beautiful day to be a fan of a New York baseball team. And we will get to the Mets and their offensive outburst Saturday out at Citi Field. Conforto, hallelujah. Couple weeks too late, but hey, better late than never. Kelly Johnson coming to town. Juan Uribe coming to town. And the Mets pounding the rookie pitcher here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We will get into that. A terrific win for the Mets. But we will begin with the New York Yankees. And I've got to be honest with you, folks. I was on cloud nine, driving over the Brooklyn Bridge, making my way into the studios because I was pumped up after this Yankee game. There's no other way around it. I was pumped up. This is a big-time Yankee win, and I'll take it a step further. It is the best win of the 2015 campaign. Yankees down 5-0 at the end of the second inning. Hicks home run in the first. Torrey Hunt a 3-run homer in the second, and I felt like an absolute buffoon because I was pretty much destroying the Minnesota Twins doing the overnight program Thursday and a Friday. I was telling you guys I don't believe in the Twins. I wouldn't take them seriously. They're going to fall out of the playoff race when it's all said and done, and they spanked the Yankees on Friday. They're up 5-0 on Saturday, and you're saying, oh, geez, Sabathia is getting lit. It's going to be another long night to be a Yankee fan, but then Alex Rodriguez happened. And yet again for this Yankee team, Alex Rodriguez has been an absolute savior. The guy has been off the charts good. Nobody in a million years could have imagined that Alex Rodriguez in 2015, after missing the entire season in 2014 with multiple hip surgeries, a guy who looked broken down, a guy who looked finished at the end of 2012 and in 2013, is having this sort of season for the New York Yankees. He doesn't hit 1 home run. He doesn't hit 2 home runs. He hits you 3 home runs, including a bomb to dead center field off one of the best closers in baseball in Glenn Perkins, an absolute no-doubter to tie it up at 5 apiece. And you could just sense it in the Yankee dugout. Looking at the team and their reaction after the game, they were so pumped up for Alex Rodriguez. And you look at these home runs for the Yankee hitter out there. These were not cheapies. These were not your garden variety 314 shots down the right field line. Oh, no. When you're playing at Target Field in Minneapolis, you got to bomb the baseball. You want to hit a home run. Just ask Joe Mauer and Justin Morneau. You better hit it a long way. A-Rod's home runs, all 3 of them, moonshots, absolute moonshots. And if you were a Yankee fan watching this game here on Saturday night, don't lie to me. I'm sure a few of you who hate Alex Rodriguez, who want nothing to do with Alex Rodriguez, you even had to crack a smile. And you probably said to yourself, how in the world is this guy doing it? It's remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. The 5th 3-homer game of A-Rod's career. And then John Ryan Murphy goes out there and hits you a 3-run homer to give you the lead, and you needed to win the game. Listen, down 5-0, you get the heroics of A-Rod. He hits you not 1, not 2, but 3 bombs. You've got to win that game if you're the Yankees. I think that was the first thing I said watching the game, top half of the 9th inning, as A-Rod's rounding the bases. I'm all pumped up. I'm jumping for joy. But you've got to find a way to win a baseball game. And credit the Yankees for keeping it going offensively against Glenn Perkins. Teixeira with a double. Beltran beating out that ball at first base. Had to have the help of instant replay, but you'll take it. Headley getting you a hit. And then Murphy coming through with the big 3-run homer. And now the Yankees split the first 2 games of this series. You feel much better about the rubber match knowing that you're not flushing the goodwill of the series here against the Baltimore Orioles down the drain. You did not want to have a situation where the Yankees start off a 10-game road trip and they get smacked in the first 2 games. And listen, I understand the concern that we're going to have here about CC Sabathia. He's going up against a much better lineup. He's not facing the Seattle Mariners. He's not facing the Oakland A's. And CC Sabathia was not great for the Yankees on Saturday. And I think the more you look at the New York Yankees, you can make the argument that, well, a 6th starter may be a necessity for this team. And that's why I fully expect that come next Friday, Brian Cashman, in a trade market that has an abundance of starting pitchers, is going to find himself a pitcher. It may not be Hamels. It may not be Cueto. But I think he's going to add some sort of reinforcement to the starting staff. That way he can give Pineda more time off if need be. He can give Tanaka an extra day rest here or there, and that's what they're going to do here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday against the Texas Rangers. They want to make sure Masahiro Tanaka is locked and loaded, ready to go for the final 2 months of this year, which is a shrewd decision by the Yankees. And I fully expect them to add another arm. CC is what he is at this point in his career. He is not going to really be able to salvage this. And it'll be interesting to see how the Yankees go about dealing with CC Sabathia. And I think a lot of Sabathia's future here is going to come down to how he pitches over the next couple of starts. Not his future long-term with the Yankees. Not going anywhere. Not with the money they owe him. But as far as his place in the rotation, yeah. For a team that's in first place, for a team that's trying to go out there and win the American League East and get back to the postseason for the first time since 2012, you got to pitch a heck of a lot better. And if you're pitching to the tune of a 5.5 ERA and it's now end of July, that's no longer a small sample size. That is much more of a reality, a grim reality for CC Sabathia to what sort of pitcher he is. And he was not great. He was mediocre against the Minnesota Twins. But credit Adam Warren, an unsung hero from this game here. The heroics for A-Rod do not happen if Adam Warren is not able to get out of that bases-loaded jam. Warren, best performance for him coming out of the bullpen. And the Yankees showed you here on Saturday that they've got a real good feel about this ball club. And I think if you're a Yankee fan, as you get ready for August and September, you have to like what you're seeing here out of this squad. Yes, they could use another starting pitcher. Yes, they have their issues. They're old. A-Rod Teixeira specifically. Tanaka, Pineda has not been great over his last 2 starts. He's never given you 200 innings. Tanaka, you hope and pray every time he goes out there on the mound he can be the ace of the staff that you need. There are concerns. There are questions. But this Yankee team has a never-say-die attitude that you love. They hit the ball out of the ballpark, which you love. They have a back end of the bullpen that's money in the bank with Miller and Betances. You get that lead 8-5. You're not breaking a sweat bringing Andrew Miller into the game, who ends up going out there, shutting the door 1, 2, 3 in the 9th inning and looked filthy against the Minnesota Twins. The Yankees have all the ingredients to be a playoff team, which, honestly, is something I didn't know I was going to be able to say at any point here in 2015. I go back to being out at Yankee Stadium opening day, down in the dumps about the ball club, thinking about Alex Rodriguez as a whole. Who in their right mind thought going into this year, Alex Rodriguez would give you a 3-home run performance and a game-tying home run against one of the best closers in the sport? Who had that at the beginning of the year? Raise your hand. Hear that sound? Sound of crickets. That's what I thought. Even for the most adamant A-Rod apologist out there, you would have signed for the amount of home runs he has currently at the end of the year. His home run pace right now is better than it was in 2009 when he carried the Yankees to a World Series championship. Now, I get it. A-Rod missed the first month of that year. He has played pretty much all of the games here this year. But what he's doing, even if you hate the guy's guts, you have to sit back and applaud the season he's had. It's absolutely remarkable, considering where Alex Rodriguez was. And there's no other way around it. The main reason why, or two of the main reasons why, the Yankees are sitting here in first place with a nice, comfortable lead over Toronto, over Baltimore, over Tampa Bay is because of the resurgence of Mark Teixeira, number one, and this unbelievable season from Alex Rodriguez. Never in a million years did I think A-Rod would be able to give you this sort of performance ever again. Guy's on pace for over 30 home runs this year. And you can credit the Yankees for making sure that he's the designated hitter game in and game out. That's a testament to Joe Girardi. Because Alex Rodriguez not getting beat up in the field anymore. He's taken to that DH role. And he's thriving. The Yankees are thriving. And Saturday is one of those feel-good wins. That is one of those wins you're going to remember over the course of 162. Down 5-0 after a 10-0 defeat. To have Alex Rodriguez hit you 3 home runs, including one in the ninth to tie it, and then Murphy a home run to give you the lead, that's a fun win. And here on this early Sunday, it's a good night to be a fan of the New York Yankees. 877-337-6666. Best Yankee win of the season. I'm going on record as saying so, and I thought that Tampa win was great right before 4th of July. But this win, even better. Down 5-0. A-Rod hits you 3 home runs. Game-tying homer in the ninth. Murphy a 3-run homer to give you the lead. It's a beautiful thing. We will get to the Mets. Terrific win for them as well. Not as dramatic. Good to see Conforto. Good to see Kelly Johnson. Nice to see some reinforcements. Maybe Sandy Alderson was listening to JJ After Dark early Friday. I doubt it. Let's not get crazy. But hey, you never know. We'll get it rolling with your calls right after.